ran Stems, and Coach Wilson was our coach when I was in high school.
To do an interview to get your
I was the troublemaker. And I had lots of fun at Andrews High School. It was wonderful to be in school with Andrews people. I was not a real good student, but I had lots of fun. Played hooky once or twice, or 3 or 4, but I've always had a good feeling about Andrews. It's home.
I want you to tell us a story about the track.
Oh my, I wanted to run track so bad. Of course, girls did not do that in our time. We played volleyball. And this Margaret Earl was such an athlete, and I thought I was too. Got us a hurdle and just won now. And we'd run across and go, God would speak to us, and it was Goldsmith. Get off of my track today. So I never got to pursue that. He was a
And what
wonderful
year was that?
55 or 54 or 53.
Goldsmith was very protective of his track.
Yes, he didn't want girls over there, I'll tell you for sure. But we still loved him. He was a good teacher. The paddle was in his pocket, and we feared that.
He used it too.
Yes, he did.
You didn't get paddled, did you? You didn't get paddled, did you? You never.
I
No.
did good.
Oh, okay.
I know it possibly saved my life, but I'd probably went down the wrong road if I hadn't moved it. About the time I moved to Andrews. Got acquainted with all these good people and good teachers. Super good teachers.
What was his name? The shop teacher?
Sam Gann.
Sam Gann.
He was a super good shop teacher too. I followed in his footsteps. I run. I had many fond memories of Andrews School.
He was a good student after they got through with him, and very successful, and built a lot of houses in his time. What else did you do? Anything else? We loved their classmates, and the upperclassmen took care of. They made you walk the line, and they expected us to be good, and I always tried to do that with my children, right or wrong. Emma Grace, have funny tales to tell?
I couldn't tell them. Well, what I remember about Andrews goes a long way back. I started the school in the little building across the street from the Sonic. A lady by the name of Mrs. Hamilton was my teacher, and T.D. Hamilton was the superintendent. And I went all through 12th grades here, ran away, and then came back and finished. And it's just like they said, we had a really good class. We had a really good high school. Everybody was very cognizant of everybody else. They thought of everybody else before they did themselves. And we knew how to have fun. We didn't get in trouble. There was no drugs in our classes.
No, I did.
Huh?
I did. You got in trouble?
No, I mean, there was no drugs.
Oh, no.
There was no drugs in our school. And probably the ugliest thing we did was skip school.
The trouble she got in at school was ringing. She was cheerleading. She had a big old cowbell. She'd go around the hall ringing it during between class and all this.
It was time to get in class.
But the thing I remember about most thing I remember about school was the band, and that was my passion, was the high school band.
Yeah.
We had a really good band. We had about 108 in the band all the time, and Everett Maxwell was our band director, and he demanded the best, and he got the best from us.
Yeah.
I got kicked out because I didn't have any rhythm. I didn't know how to march. And he said, I think you need to go on down. And I couldn't play the horn. And he said, I believe you need to go on and pursue something else. So I didn't get to be in the band either.
We had in the band, we had a system called the Prescott system, and it was a 12-year system, and you had to learn that Prescott system or you didn't advance in the band. It was really good. We had a good system, and we had a good time.
Well, now I heard your house was out in the country,
My house was out in the country.
and that is where now? It's not out in the country anymore, is it?
It's right off of Avenue K.
Right,
It's
yeah.
a big rock house. My brother lives there now.
Yeah.
My brother lives there now.
It's kind of hard for me to imagine because that was not out in the country when I was growing up here. So.
My mother and daddy came here in 1923 to teach school out in what was then the McCarley settlement
Oh, wow.
in 1923. So my roots go way back.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, what do you remember of Andrews as a little girl?
I remember Andrews from as long as I can remember. My mother and daddy came here in 1923, and my daddy was county and district clerk for over 44 years. And so I've just seen Andrews grow up. I've seen the Alburns come, and I've seen them go. And it's just been home forever. It's just, Andrews has really grown from 630 when I was born to what it is today. I was born here.